Is everything charging on my end? Yeah, everything's charging. I wish I could burn right now, dude, but I don't think I could handle the munchies at the same time as this fast.
Man,
I don't think I could do it.
That's gonna be a hard one. You got to drown yourself in more water with that one.
That's what I've been.
You got to eat some ice or something, because that's gonna be a crazy thing. I think that's the biggest reason why with me with fasting, because I smoke so much weed, it's like it's hard. So, but I've been on the same thing. I got to do a fast because it's already been time, but it's gonna be beneficial for a lot of different reasons.
I'm trying to decalcify that pineal, man. I've been slacking hard on all spiritual fronts this past year.
Man. Well, those have been a big old distraction. I ain't gonna lie, especially for me, because with this the vaccine and all that stuff with it, it's like it's as much as informative and entertaining and sad as it has been a distraction, for my life, because I haven't been able to, tend to my channel or do things I need to be doing. I've been focused on working and getting money, but not actually developing myself. So I'm getting back on it, and that's why I'm so grateful to be on here, because I get to tap into that, and I tap into what's actually me.
Yep. Well, everyone, we are live. Did you pull up the video? Let me pull up my video on my YouTube channel to see what the hell.
You want to do the stop screen share and just start it after you started?
We're already live.
Okay.
You're controlling the screen share, right?
Oh yes, sir.
Cool. I just want to pull. I should have pulled this up first, but hello, everyone. Welcome to the live. I'm your host, Keith. Man, letters, knowledge, information, entertainment. You know how it goes. We're here with Earl of Spiritual Initiate.
How you doing, everybody? Glad to be on here. Thanks a lot, Keith.
Yeah, absolutely, better.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about some cartomancy, or also known as cardology. All right. So I think it's a very great divination system to use, because it's very accurate. Like, the accuracy that I've gotten from it has really shifted my life. Matter of fact, it was because of this I started my YouTube channel and started really studying different spiritual things, because it's just how deeply it spoke to me. So I'm going to kind of just run through some simple things, because the slideshow that I have up is not actually a slideshow, it's a book that you guys can get, and I'll give you guys the links and all that later on the information. But basically, I'm going to be using this as a reference, but you can, of course, Google it or DuckDuckGo, whatever y'all using to get the information you need for your cars. But a great resource is this book right here. It's called Aboriginal Cosmology Instruction Manual. It's a book. You can get this book. Let's see, I can share it for y'all real quick. May as well. Excuse me. Can I move this on? Dang, hold on.
You trying to buy a whip right now, or what?
No, not even that. Hold on. My bad, y'all.
Salavi, what's
so
that?
Yeah, you can buy here. You go to arnagovernment.org, and you go to their products page. All right, so I'll go to it real quick. arnagovernment.org. It's indigenous government, tribal government. I'm not sure if you guys into the Moorish thing, the Aboriginal thing. I'm not sure which audience is into, but this is where you can get the instruction manual. You just go to the store tab up here, and it's right down here, the Book of the Ancestors, instructional guide and textbook. So if you want to learn it just straight up by yourself, you have access to it. You can go ahead and do it. But this site also has classes.
This is for the cartology?
Yeah, the cardology.
Deb, you want to give us a background of yourself real quick, like where you came from, like how you got you. So you're coming from Cartomancy, it looks like what brought you here, like just some spiel, you know what I mean?
No problem. So what brought me here, actually, I was just kind of floating through different spiritual things and trying to get an understanding of myself. And so when I came across this particular indigenous government and just the different things that we're doing, what they call it actually was not cartomancy, so to speak. It was psychology, because of just how you actually get the energies of people's mindset, and it's also based upon the planets that people are familiar with astrology. But it just really, I took a liking to it, because I already knew I was into spiritual things. That was just kind of my calling. So as I looked into my cards with this particular divination system, just the accuracy of what it talked about. So I mean, for example, I'll just go into it, right? I know I'm talking about myself, but I wanted to not do the cards basically on myself, because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, the cards work, yeah, the cards work. But as far as like the stuff that it talks about as far as me, so let me screen share real quick again. So there's another great website that you can get your cards immediately. All right. It's called AquariusMaximum.com. She also has an Instagram page. It's very dope from what I've seen the page. But if you want your birth card and your whole life spread, as a matter of fact, you can go to this site right now and type in your birthday. All right. So
should I do that for the live stream sake?
You said what?
Should I do that for the live stream sake?
Oh yeah.
Well, Aquarius Maximus. I hope that's a play on Gladiator. Maximus.
So I'm just putting in my birthday, and then my whole life spread comes out like this. And so my birth card, which is also your solar card, everyone knows what solar is. That's your sun. So that's what you shine off. That's how people see you, right? So it's 10 of clubs. So this particular book that's on that website I showed y'all, you can get all the different interpretations, or at least part of it.
Oh, wow. So that's your reference for the cards on the website.
Yes, sir. So it was 10 of clubs. Now, 10 of clubs is mental success, public speech, the teacher card, and the dysfunctional aspect is destructive public speech, destructive exposure via the public. So what inspired me with that is because when I started my YouTube channel, I was like, I'm already in a position to where I'm in the public, so to speak, because you're online talking to, people, folks, and people are tuning in. But not only that, but everything I've done on Spiritual Initiate is literally just been teaching. I'm not doing it to make some money off people. I'm not doing it to, it was really just, I was really like itching and scratching to do that, because when I was learning about all this information, consciousness, whatever you want to call it, I wanted to tell someone, but I couldn't tell certain family members.
Yeah, dude.
Because it's hard to get it out. So I had to get a platform to where I can just be myself. And so this right here, even though this is just my solar card, just how I'm just a teacher in certain respects, because I'm not here to brag or anything like that, but as far as my YouTube channel, my work already is like I helped a lot of people. I've taught people simple things. I've broken down things that are complex and made it simple so they can become a spiritual initiate, you know what I'm saying? And even when you look deeply into the 10 of clubs, that's exactly what the energy is. You can say, oh, the spiritual initiate, you're gonna be more inclined for, spiritual philosophies, things like that. I'm just like, all right.
Yeah, there's something about starting that YouTube channel too, where you just your thoughts develop while you're running the videos. You know what I mean? In a way that wouldn't develop just reading a book and thinking to yourself in your head, day in and day out. You start talking to people and mixing with people, and you start having thoughts you never thought you would even have before because of something like YouTube. So it's pretty, we appreciate it.
Thank you.
So I'm looking at my cards right now. Is it birth card, Mercury card? Oh, there's all of them right here.
Yeah. So
I got the 10 of clubs as my Saturn card. Is that, you said you got the 10 of clubs?
As your Saturn card. Okay, so your Saturn. So we can go back to the reference just so we can get a clear description of the Saturn card. Okay, so Saturn card, organization, structure, the public, endings, and restrictions. So just for me, just you constructing this YouTube channel and you're in the public, I'm not sure how much this has to do with your life and what you're actually trying to build upon, but I'm not sure, are you organizing your life around YouTube channel, or is it something they're trying to implement to, grow and prosper more from it?
Dude, I would love to wrap my life around the YouTube channel. You kidding me? Of all the things that I'm into, if I could make the bread and butter with YouTube, I would be stoked. It would fit my lifestyle flawlessly. Traveling and freedom of when I want to work and the type of work I want to do, and spontaneous trips and adventures and shit. Like, oh, I would fucking.
Because I remember you talking about getting a retreat going on for, to teach people there. So even that
COVID kind of shut it down, yeah.
But I mean, even still, you having the idea, the energy is there. Can you talk about organizing some kind of thing to where you're teaching? Because I know you're gonna be teaching. That's 10 of clubs right there. Off top.
Yeah. the Sun card was eight of diamonds.
You said what card was that?
8 of diamonds.
That was your the Saturn card?
The Saturn card was 10 of clubs. My birth card was 8 of diamonds.
Okay, so birth card, let's go back up here, right? So Actually, the birth card, they just tell you the magnetic card, your pure self. That's what that is. So that's the card that you shine, and when people see you, that's what they see. You know, if you're living, well, I'm not gonna say if you're living, because there's always the dysfunctional and functional aspect of it. So what was it, 8 of diamonds?
Yeah.
Okay. So the functional aspect of the fame card through money and values, power and finances or values, dysfunctional abuse of economic authority, rigidity in finance, over concern with finance and possessions.
Sweet. I'm just like, I need the money to pay for my
Oh, that's how it be too. It's like that. It's funny.
Wait, go back up to it so I can see it. So I can. Where are we at?
Yeah, it's right here.
I'm looking at a function. The fame card through money and values.
Yeah.
Power and finance or values, dysfunctional, abusive economic authority, rigidity in finance, over concern. Oh, all right, nice. I didn't see the positive side of that.
But here's the thing, though. This is just from this instruction manual, but as you guys see, it's very vague. So that's why I had another tab up here too, where you can just Google cardology, 8 of diamonds, and they'll give you all the game for it, and gives you even deeper look of what's going on. And it's funny because I have 8 of diamonds somewhere in my chart. Matter of fact, let me go to it. This is my chart still. Actually, it's my Mercury card. So for me, 8 of diamonds and Mercury, that's what communications and how you think. I'm thinking the same way, similar to how it is. Like, okay, I got to get my money together because I got to support a family. Now I'm going back to my life path number 6. That's done with family and responsibility. So I'm just like, yo, I got to get this money so I can do this stuff. So my family don't have to worry about struggling, none of that shit. So I have that in my thoughts.
Is that what you're doing when you're looking at cards? Because I know me 9 times out of 10, I'm going sun card. I know moon does this, rising does this. I'm talking regular astrology, but like, I guess it would make more sense to, oh, I'm dealing with family stuff. I need to look at my family chart, or I'm dealing with,
exactly,
a subconscious thing. Basically looking at it, not always looking at your sun card for shit is what I'm getting at. Is that how you navigate the divination cards?
Of course. So there's actually a deeper way how to get into this because when you get to, it's not this one, it's this other book. This is another book that you get, but it has all the actual life spreads. So like really get down deep into it. As you go down, you're talking about a different time to where you're dealing with these plates right here. You're finding where your card is. So let's just find 8 of diamonds. Let's see if I can look for right here. Boom. And you're actually seeing what's going around this area. And it's going to impact either the day, the week, the year, depending on what kind of spread you're getting. But that's too complex right now. That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying. But that's why I give people this website right here, because you can get it simply. You can just boom, put in your number and then Google all the different stuff. So you can at least look into your stuff right now if you've never used it before. So you don't have to go out and buy the book and learn how to do it from the ground up. But if you want to, the website's there. But if you want it simple, then I got you. I'm trying to help whoever wants to, jump into it or just, let me just do it real quick. Because I'm pretty sure your audience, they have some familiarity with astrology or numerology, and this is all the same stuff, but it's just put in a different way, and then it's accurate. I'm telling y'all, well, if the least that will happen is you have a better understanding of yourself. And then we start pulling up spreads, you start to plan your days out.
Why are you doing cardology over the traditional Western astrology? Did you have like a story where something happened specifically, or is it kind of a passive, subtle thing that just draws you more towards it?
Well, the thing about astrology and what I've studied and heard is that, there's this 13 constellation called Ophiuchus that is not really put into certain world, I guess the regular astrology, whatever it is, because I know there's tropical astrology and there's sidereal astrology. So I was I wasn't sure which one to use. I think people said to use tropical, but I tried to use it, but I know it's a lot to get into that. So I was just like, it's not my thing, because I know some people, they jump to astrology and they got it. Other people's kind of like, and that's why numerology was more my thing, and the angel numbers, because I kind of just got into that better. But when I got into, when I looked this up, I was just like, I didn't know it was going to be this, just cracking like that. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't. And it's not saying it's going to say every single thing about you, because none of this stuff ever does. But what I'm saying is that for people that, want to have a better understanding of themselves or have a guiding totem, you know what I'm saying? Because there's so many things that we do when we learn this information, and we make modules for it so we remember. So that's why I was telling you in my email, the 8 of diamonds, you know what I'm saying? That's actually the 8 of diamonds and the 3 of hearts. That's just kind of a mix up how I got my email, but I told you that was straight from there too.
That was for
So
what?
like a lot of things that I use codified based upon me, at a deeper numerical level, so to speak.
And I was just having a conversation about that 13th warrior, that 13th card that comes up. Dude, and I don't know what to think. It's like you got Vedic astrology and tropical astrology, and now you got the cartology. We do fucking rune stones and animal bones and shit like that. It's
for real,
like,
though, yeah, you're right.
What's that?
I said, no, you're right. There's all different kinds of divination systems, and I guess it just really depends on where your mindset is at and what you're trying to plug into, because the thing that makes it real is you putting your mind into it and you dealing with it and you just seeing what's going on. Because I can go through all because based upon certain astrology charts, I'm a Libra, I'm not Scorpio. I'm just like, how? I don't know how, because I do Scorpio shit for real. So
I know, right? I know, but then the crazy thing is, now I don't know why I didn't see it this way before, to not look at my son, but to look at whatever I need to look at dependent upon a situation. And it's like, maybe you roll with the Scorpio mark, or maybe some people don't tell me that I act like an Aries, for example. My family who studies, like, dude, you're not a typical Aries at all, but maybe I'm just operating from the moon sign, which is Pisces more often than not. You know what I mean? Or like, we can dip in and out of these different worlds. It doesn't have to be your sun, like how would that, your sun is supposed to be dominant, right? But why, if you can access different cards for your family card, your finances, your responsibilities,
Well, I think that, when we deal with any kind of divination system, it's not just the sun card or even the Mercury card, it's a mixture of everything. So it's like you have to really like just go through each card and kind of just get its first, brush on your first wave to get that down, because it's even more complex up. Because let's go back to a spread real quick, so I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. So this is called this spread right here is called the spiritual spread, and this is like this is a spiritual spread, just the main template, right? But this right here is called the earth spread, or the earth spread. So that's why it's kind of all jumbled up like this. Up here, all the cards are lined up, hearts, clubs, diamonds, spades.
Yeah.
Over here, it's all messed up, but that's how it's supposed to be on the earth plane, because that's just how the energy manifests. So 80 diamonds, right? Let's go. Where are you at?
Up top.
Oh yeah, 80 diamonds. Oh, you right now? Oh yeah. See, look, crown line. Look at this.
What up?
But and just to be humble, that's what makes me like, I can't be in my shell and that Scorpio stuff. When I sometimes just be doing my own thing, I can't be in my shell about this stuff, because the stuff that we talk about, no matter where you're at, no matter if you're advanced or you're just starting to get this stuff, someone needs to hear it so they can just move along the path, so they can learn some things, because that's what we're here to do,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so you get your 80 diamonds, and then how it goes is that it goes boom, dun, 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 dun. So your moon card, or excuse me, what card was 10 of clubs? That was
my Saturn.
Your Saturn card? Hold up. That's interesting. When's your birthday?
April 13th, 1988.
April 14th?
13th.
13th.
Don't be casting those spells out there, anybody, on my birthday.
Oh, yeah, don't even do that. We got to protect it. It's going to come back hard.
Mm-hmm. I got the Anubis hounds guarding my gates, so you guys go.
Oh, no, your Saturn card was 10 of spades.
Oh, did I say that wrong?
Yeah, you said 10 of clubs. It's 10 of spades.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it's all good because when I'm doing the count, I'm just like, wait, I don't, because 10 of spades is right here. The 10 of spades is right here. So
Girl, there's a
you count
disturbance
this
in the
way.
force. Something is wrong.
But, dang, okay, so hold on. So let's check out 10 of spades real quick anyway. But then we'll check out 10 of spades and then I'll go back to that slide. 10 of spades. And that was your successful work in the public and with groups, the overdoer. I mean, you still in the public, you still working with groups. It's the same shit.
And I'm fucking, dude, I swear to God, I had the thought earlier today. I swear to God. I don't know why I was thinking it, but I told myself that I do too much sometimes. I don't know what the situation was, but I was like, Keith, you need to fucking just do. Oh, it was my plants because I got my fucking, I got root rot because I get carried away and I overwater my plants all the goddamn time. And I was like, this is what you do, Keith. Like you do too much. Like less is more. And I was telling myself, less is more, man. Less is more. I swear I had that conversation earlier today. That's funny. That 10 of spades, man.
That's 10 of spades. So, for example, so since let's use 10 of spades as an easier example. So this is just a regular placement card, right, where the mouse is at. But then you have these cards up here, right? And they give it a different or more description of the energy, right? These two cards give you two better descriptions of energy. So the 10 of spades, we can go back to that. The 10 of spades, successful work in the public and with groups of overdoer, and that's going to feed into your 8 of diamonds, your birth card, your sun card, about you trying to get this stable work going on. Let's go back to that one. What was that saying? The fame through money and values, power and finance, abuse and economic authority, rigidity of finance, over concern with finance and possession. Because if you overdoing it, that's your Saturn card, and that's how you expand, right? Or what you organize with. If you're worried about overthinking too much, that can really cause some issues because you, like you say, you might be doing too much. You might be getting too much equipment. You might be watering plants too much. You don't need that. You got everything you need. You might be like, well, I need the with the womb lamb, and they had pretty lights.
Yeah, dude. Or maybe I could try this. Oh no,
yeah.
I could try this technique. Oh, I'm gonna add this. I'm always like trying new shit out.
So it's just being mindful of just, I got the energy around me because I know for me, they can go back to that spread and just do it. For me, I know. Oh no, that's actually a karmic card. We might have to get into that a little bit because
I like that. I like that Saturn mix with that 8 of diamonds, dude, because it's almost like you can see where you're going wrong or why you're going wrong. Because in my head, I'm thinking I got to grow these trees well because they're going to support the family and support the goal. And that's like, okay, it's all tied. That at least when I see the reason why I'm doing the too much, it makes it real. It makes it. I can scale back. I can see when I'm doing it a little easier. It's not just some arbitrary thought I'm having. It's tied into something.
That's deep. So remember, I said this also though. This Five of Clubs is also giving energy to all this whole situation right here. So not only are you trying to not overdo because you're dealing with the finances and the fame card, you also got this Five of Clubs right here, and that's the adventurous, innovative mind, the communicator, the mental pioneer. So you always think of this stuff. That's just what you are. You're 100%. Mentally innovative. That's a Five of Clubs. You're just like, okay, boom. But if you get caught up, you might end up doing too much and you can't play that shit out.
All right, let me read that, dude. It's crazy how it's simple, but it's all, I think this is feeling like it's tying more together than traditional astrology stuff I've looked up. But to be fair, I don't go too deep. It seems like it's just all over the place. These cards are like, it's like one's leading to the other, and you're connecting all the dots kind of thing,
Right. And so it gets deeper because that's why when you look at, you go back up here, all your different cosmic result cards, your transformation cards from Pluto, Uranus cards, your Mercury cards, even your birth card, it will all give you, when you look up those these patterns up right here, it will show you or give you more information about that energy, because you're not just the 10 of clubs. It's some other energy that's to it. What I'm saying? There's something else feeding to it. You're giving energy to it, and something giving energy to you. So it's always, that play with all these energies, because all these energies are still interacting with each other. That's the whole shit that we're dealing with, the universe. this lovely thing or this matrix, whatever.
Whatever. So what do you think, man? If say we're in the Matrix and you're reading cards right now, are these cards describing the Matrix? So would the cards be like good or bad in that sense? Am I making sense? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've thought about that a lot because even when I thought about astrology, I was like, those are things that, that guide us, but they're still a part of this grid, so to speak.
Correct.
Is there more past that? And what I've been seeing with these cards is that a lot of times, especially when it talks about your karmic card, let me go to that one. The card that destroys all your karma, not destroyed in a way to where, it's like on some bullshit, just like you're just clear of karma, like your past lives and the energy that you have developed and all the lessons that you learned, all the interwoven that you created, it's dealt with.
Or maybe it could be it's a hack. You know what I mean? It's just a tool for the savvy ones to, to sort of learn about the mechanisms of the Matrix.
Because that's what I mean. And to think about it, that's studying the universe anyway. The more you look at the stars and look at yourself and look at the grass, you're studying yourself anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So no matter how deep you're gonna go into it, you're always gonna be learning more and more and more about this because it goes on for a long time, I've heard.
Damn, it'd be a trip would be to stand on an alien planet and then look up at the sky, dude, and see what it fucking, just to not see any of your constellations in the sky. How fucking nutty would that be?
Just see stars,
just like
looking down, just a whole bunch of stuff, but up there, it's nothing.
Or like, what would happen if you're born on Earth under a certain sky map that influences you, but you go through a portal and you're now living in a different solar system, in a different galaxy even, then fucking are your stars still influencing you? Does your birth chart mean anything anymore if you're not under the same star map that would influence you on your previous planet?
That is a great question. That's a very great question. You get into some sci-fi stuff, but no, that's really,
I know, right? I don't think I've ever had that thought before, but
that's something that I would just think about. Like, how would that even? That's some deep, yeah.
Because that's how astrology.
And I would think, honestly, what I would think is that because if you're going into some new place, like you said, under a star map that you've never been to before, you are still, even if you went through a portal, because you got to get through a portal to get here. You got to go through a, universe to get a vagina. So even going through a portal, no matter what it is going to start from that date. So, Keith, it's 11/29/2021. That's his birthday because you're a new entity up in this under the star map. So the energy just might.
So you're saying that star map would imprint on you as you come through the portal?
Yeah, because you are entering another space, and so you're interacting with it, and it's interacting with you.
Yeah,
because it's a dominant, situation because you're the only one coming from somewhere else. Everyone else here knows what it is. You're the one that's on some other stuff. So you're going to be the one hitting the influence, and people are going to be looking at you. Think of it like you going back in, back in time. You know what I'm saying? People clink, clink, clink with swords, and you pull out your cell phone, don't record that. They're going to stop everything. Like, whoa, just like that. And it's just a new entity there. So. But I know we're just shooting shit with theory, but that's interesting to think about anyway.
But at the same time, that's how astrology works, right? Is when you're born, you're imprinted with that sky map to the time, and that is what influenced that map. That screenshot is what influences you for the rest of your life. Like that's how it works in astrology, right? Or no?
Yeah, that's pretty much what it is. Yeah.
So then that's. If you leave the stars, well, I guess how the fuck would they continue influencing you? Unless it's some quantum entanglement type of shit, yeah.
Did you hear? Someone was sharing an article saying that NASA. I mean, with a grain of salt, NASA says that there's other.
Everyone's red flag goes up when you say NASA. Like
I'm already.
The Earth is flat. Moon landing was fake.
He says that there's like alternate universes past Antarctica because at the study in Antarctica, they're saying most of the craziest discoveries that they're having nowadays out of Antarctica.
Wait, time out. NASA said that?
Yeah, NASA said this.
Other dimensions past? What do you mean past? There is no past. If we're on a globe, there's no past Antarctica.
Well, see, motherfuckers might not be on the globe. Shit, that's real talk. Because even the flat Earth stuff, like I've been researching that stuff. I'm like, yo, this shit, we not on the globe. That's just my opinion.
I look at all, I look at all up. I don't know. I'm not sold on any of them anymore.
Right.
I'm not sold on any of them anymore.
It tells you how much you have to learn, because the more you dig deep, it's like I don't even know what's going on, because I don't know if you watched that video I sent you about there's no trees or there's no forest or whatever that video, whatever it's called.
Dude, I went hard on that. I've gone hard on that before, but it was nice to come back to it because it's been a few years. You were talking about the silicon tree, the silicon, dude.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. Where they were showing the cubes and they were coming from the ceiling, and it was like, oh, it gets pushed up. And it's like, all right, well, how is this one coming from the ceiling, stopping halfway down? And it's just like, what the fuck? That's just phenomenal. Wait, so Tom, go back. So NASA, I'm sure it was a short article with no fucking explanation. It was just like and in other news, but it was like other dimensions past Antarctica. That's what it was. Potentially, that's what it was saying.
I'm gonna have to send you that article on Instagram. I have to go back and find it. But people be sharing stuff, so I'm not saying that's what it is, but if the world is crazy enough, I'm pretty sure everyone should be at a point to where it's like, don't be fearful, but don't think that shit is not out here, because it's
because shit's out here.
It's out here. It's interesting, and it's good to just have a inquisitive mind and aware mind, because you don't have to believe everything, but just know that some shit is floating out there. So you always be aware. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to get caught up because they're not poisoning the food. They're not poisoning. They're not. I'm like, all right. Yes, they are. They try very hard to do these things, and the more you learn about it, the more you just see how they attack us on all sides. But trust me, when you get into just your spiritualness, trust in God.
That's why I'm on this cleanse right now, dude. This distilled water cleanse. I'm just like, I just been feeling lethargic and down and like hazy and foggy, and it's just like, it's been stacking up, and I'm not sure how it came up, but it did. Distilled water and decalcifying pineal, and just fucking starting getting all the toxins out. I this past hour, I've been getting this. For those of you guys who don't know, I've been doing a distilled water fast for about 24 hours now. But I just started tasting this like metallic taste in my mouth, dude. Almost like blood, but not. But all I've been drinking is literally pure. I got my TDS meter, 0 parts per million. This shit is pure water, and after a day I'm starting to taste metal in my mouth. It's like, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? So I'm stoked that there's how our dream world and our intuition and our what's up.
How much water have you been drinking?
Not much. I started drinking it last night. I probably had a half a gallon of distilled last night and about a half gallon of distilled today. I was trying to hit a gallon, but this is where I'm at today with the distilled water. So
room for you, man. Stay in there. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Because I gotta because I have to, especially after the holiday or
the holiday. I know.
Yeah, people eating certain kind of food, so it's gonna catch up to you. So I think I got that little nosebleed I had earlier, because I ain't gonna lie, I was smacking down some macaroni and cheese. I probably had too much. So that
was premonist. I was like, oh, interesting. You got a nosebleed. I was all listening. Universe can carry on.
No, I was too. I was like, what is this? This doesn't make no sense. It's all good. Everything worked out, but I'm glad it did.
Yeah, 100%.
There's something else I wanted to say too, because with the astrology, the biggest thing with astrology is for it to be really accurate, you have to know your birth time. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, a lot of people don't know the birth time, but you know your birthday, and boom, you can get right on some stuff right now. With these.
I got my time. It's like 3:09 in the morning or something like that.
I was born 5:04 p.m. Even time. Yep.
Sunset, babes. Nice.
Yep.
What's the site that you're showing us? Can you post that site in the
Which site?
Not this one. I already posted this one in the group chat, but the one where you're reading the information from.
Oh no. Okay. So where I'm reading the information, this is just my personal book right here. So, but you.
You wrote all this?
No. Not excuse me. I meant this is the PDF. Like I bought it and I'm just sharing it. Like this is my book, but it's not like I wrote it. My bad. I don't want to. I didn't write this. No, I didn't write
I was like, dude, you've been busy. Well done. It's
that.
like you're
Man,
probably a genius.
but I tell you something. No, I was really inspired by this because it's
Very
like I
nice.
said, it gives you a deeper, look at yourself at a different way. Because I looked at numerology, astrology, certain parts of it. What else? You have tarot cards, you have oracle cards, you have all these different kind of things. And like you said, people throwing bones and stuff, all that stuff is for real. But it's like, there's so much. I didn't want to be all over the place. Let me just kind of, deal with one or two. And so I've been dealing with this one. I think I want to deal with really is numerology. But it always kind of, it centers me
Sex
because
fighting.
you said what?
Sex fighting?
Oh, it's supposed to be some commas there. So Mars, Mars is that planet of action, right?
Supposed to be some commas there. Hey, commas are useful in language, dude. They go a little comma goes a long way.
Action, sex, fighting, yes. Like that's
like sounds like Mars. All right, I'm down for it. When agreed
All
upon
right,
by both parties, I might be down for something like that.
What's your Mars card? Is this right here? Ace of Clubs.
All right, look it up. All this freaking distilled water, man. I gotta take a little 10-second real quick.
Oh, no problem. What was that? His Mars cards. Yeah, his Mars card. How he takes action, what he be doing. What motivates him. So everyone's still alive. I can't see you guys' comments if you guys are saying anything, but if you guys have any questions, hopefully Keith can accommodate you guys because I'm gonna answer as much as I can, as best as I can. But just for reference again, this website is called arnagovernment.com or .org, excuse me, arnagovernment.com. Keep saying .com, .org, ARNA government.org. All right, so they have a lot of stuff going on here. Like I said, I don't know how many people are into, the Moorish stuff, the Indigenous American, Aboriginal Americans, Native Americans, things like that. But this is what a lot of this is about. So they have a lot going on, but I'm not trying to, juice y'all on that. I just want y'all to deal, with the book of the ancestors.
Did you plug that?
Yeah.
I meant in the chat. My bad. Can you
Okay.
link that in
the chat? Do I have to go to your YouTube channel?
Yeah. Oh yeah. My bad.
All right.
Yeah. Just open up the live video and paste the link in there.
No problem.
Also, Salavi was asking about that video on the silicon tree cubes. I would have to hunt for it again unless you have it for a plug. But
it might just be in our Instagram messages because
we have
a 2 people stream.
Yeah, remind me, Salavi. It's the it's not cubes actually. It's a hexagon, so wouldn't be a cube. But is it the Devil's Doorstep or something like that in Ireland? Those famous hexagon rocks. That's what we're talking about, Salavi, or that's what I was talking about when I was mentioning the hexagons. The story goes those are actually the remains of ancient, massive silicone-based trees, and it's a documentary on proving that to be the case, and it's fascinating. So if you can find it now, by all means, and if not, remind me, and I'll hunt for it and on my phone.
All right, I'm about to put the link to this website in the chat right now.
Damn, it's got my new banner behind the video too. That looks gangster. Nice. Shout out Agent Smith for making that background for me.
Thanks a lot, Agent Smith. Appreciate you.
Mr. Smith. That's how we beat the Matrix, dude. I just hired one of their own. He's a deserter and he just works for the Letter Squad now.
Anyone else like to get a quick reading, their sun card or a Mercury card, something like that? You want to put up your birthday, we can pull it up real quick and just see what it says. But yeah, these cards are, like I said, I don't touted like saying this is the only thing that you can use for everything, but it's like, you know, if you've never used it before, never seen it, never heard of it, definitely look into it because it might give you some insight that you just never noticed about yourself.
I think the biggest thing I picked up so far is my my overly needing all of my projects to make me a lot of money is what's causing me to do too much. That's what I picked up heavy from just those two cards that you showed me. And I was like, damn, because I was also having to, dude, I just crazy this. We're having this conversation earlier today when I thought of the doing too much to myself. I was bummed because this has been going the past week. I was been bummed because I don't do anything anymore for the pleasure of doing it. Like I would stay up till fucking 3 a.m. researching Hollow Earth, not because I wanted to teach people on YouTube, but because I just wanted to know what was good. And I'd read all the stories and people being abducted in Mount Shasta and seeing crazy underground tunnels and road. And I would just eat it all, lucid dreaming. And everything I did was just for the pure love of doing it. And now I'm getting older, got a family, got to think of other physical material things. I'm like, it's just bleeding out. And so seeing those two cards was like more confirmation to maybe just fucking do less, enjoy more, do less, enjoy the ride a little bit more. So
that's very,
thanks for that.
That's very insightful. And that's what the cards do. They help you kind of just look at yourself and be like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
I do be doing shit like that. Like, why do I think like that? And like you said, it's not a bad thing because you're doing it for, you know, no reason. That's
for sure.
That's a good reason to do it, for sure. But it's just like that's part of us interacting with it's part of us interacting with you know, the world and just, you know, like you said, the physical and getting the family, all that stuff. We gotta, you know, find the balance of it all. But that's
just about to say balance, dude. That was like, that's what it is. It's just remembering the balance. It's tough to remember that or to even know how to fix the balance. But the cards did it. So someone else throw your date up there if you're curious to find some shit real quick. Sea Flower, hello. MCQ 31 MC 200 mil squad. What up, man?
I see Black Coffee. All right, let's plug you in right now.
Venus Tide. Drop that link. Also, you guys, while he's typing that in, if you want to join the letter squad on the group Distilled Water Detox, we started 24 hours ago. I'm not a health professional. Please consult your doctor. Do not take any medical advice. I don't give it. I'm just saying that your boy is drinking nothing but distilled water and high quality O2 in his lungs for the next couple of days. And we're going to see just how much calcium we can get out of the old pineal and everything else. I'm also low-key stoked on getting my sense of smell stronger because I feel like my sense of smell has gone down lately. I don't know why. It shit's really been bugging me.
We got some bioweapons floating around, so you all got a detox so we can, you know, have some strength against it. I'm laughing, but it's very serious.
I'm laughing, but I'm terrified. Okay.
Like, you know, just make sure, because that's why I gotta get on that water fast too. There's a lot of things I gotta do as well to get back. You know, eat some chlorophyll, get some chlorophyll tablets.
Yeah,
and,
dude.
you know, eat that.
Yeah.
You know,
that's an easy way.
Elderberry, get some of that. Star anise tea. I got some of that in my cabinet to make some tea for. You know,
and use it. Don't just stock up the fucking tea bags because I got a whole mountain of tea that I drink like once every couple of days. Like you gotta be slamming that shit.
And it's like it's a great way for your body to get it too. You know, through the water.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Okay, so we got Black Coffee. Let's see what card do you want read? Do you want to know about how you think, how you love, how you work or take action, how you deal with, you know, confrontation, how you expand, how you organize, what is Uranus and Neptune? Check it out real quick so we'll be accurate. Innovativeness changes groups to unexpected. That's Uranus. Neptune, value, spirituality, deception, self-undoing. You know, what you want.
What you want. What you want.
Well, we'll try to do one card because I see some other birthdays popping up on here. So we're working with Black Coffee right now.
Working with Black Coffee. That's funny. Black coffee is one of the only things you can drink when you're running a fast that won't spike your insulin levels. So they say you can, if you're in a crunch and you want to fast, the science says it's okay to drink black coffee and not interfere with the physiological mechanics of your fast. BT dubs, y'all.
That's with the caffeine in as well.
Correct. Actually, I've been slamming this before I started. The guy said, actually, caffeine in coffee increases the benefits of your fast. Not only is it okay to do it, but at least the physical benefits.
Right.
He's like, there's spiritual fast, there's all kinds of fasts. Like that's a different ball game. But if you're doing it so that you can do the hormone balancing and the sugar balancing and the body reset, that the coffee actually helps. It actually helps. But I don't like coffee, and I can only imagine drinking coffee and getting all anxious on fucking a fast. I feel like shit. Can't do coffee.
So he said family. All right, so let's see. There isn't necessarily a card that denotes dealing with family specifically. Except for Venus card. Venus, women, love, relationships, contracts, children. Because I'm thinking family is going to be either this Venus card and also this Uranus card, because you're dealing with groups. So let's deal with your Venus card, because that's how you love. All right, that's also not how you love as far as romantic relationships, but also just how you interact with other people as well. Just your family, like your family, your brother, your sister, your mom, your dad, your grandma. So let's go to it. Let's see.
All right, so it's not just romantic love, the Venus. I was curious about that.
Oh no, not at all. No. It's all kinds of love. So Five of Clubs. The adventurous, innovative mind communicator, the mental pioneer, restless, changing mind communication, lack of secure plans. I got a little stutter. Okay, so let's do this. Let's go to the cosmic plate, right? Because your sun card was the Queen of Clubs. Actually, let's say that first, because first we identify who you are. You're a Queen of Clubs. So just so we know what the energy is, what the sun is, right? The mother of intuition, server through knowledge or speech, gossiper, talking behind someone's back, speaking without facts. All right, so just from your birth card, that should reveal a lot just off top. So we go back to the Five of Clubs, because now we're dealing with love, because that's your Mercury card, or Venus card, excuse me. Venus card, Five of Clubs. The innovative mind communicator, the mental pioneer, restless, changing mind communication, lack of secure plans. So do you have any kind of, back talking, or people who always come up with plans and they don't come through? Or is it maybe you doing that with family and have someone against you, maybe it's someone that you know? And then even when you want to get deeper into that, let's find your Queen of Clubs, boom, and then boom. So what's giving that energy, right? What's giving that energy with the Venus card? So you're at the King of Spades. King of Spades is the ultimate mastery of inner field or endeavor, final authority, powerful willpower, the expert. Dysfunctional is the abuse of power or fixed will. So this can be maybe a husband, maybe a father or brother, someone that you might look up to, or maybe that's someone who has a power of authority, but they're misusing it. Again, maybe it's you. Maybe that's just how you work with people. Maybe you're that type of person. You're the person who wants to master any field, and you're the person that people go to for certain, advice.
Wait, time out.
Oh yeah, right.
The dysfunctional part. So
yeah,
the dysfunctional isn't just how we go to the dark side with that card. It's specifically that's how it'll show up in our life, even from the exterior world. Exterior world, is that what you're saying?
Say that again. Run that past me so I can say that one more time.
The each card has dysfunctional, positive, and negative.
Right.
And the dysfunctional part of that last card, you said it could show up also in her, also in the person. So you're saying that dysfunctional will show up specifically from other people too, and that's not just how you go to the dark side, but what you're likely to encounter.
Exactly, because these the King of Spades and the Three of Diamonds, for example, It can be a person. It doesn't also have to be energy just from somewhere. It can actually be a person that's actually affecting you, that's been in your life your whole
Okay.
life, because that's just, what it is. That's just who you've been around, who you deal with, or even if it's a family, someone you married into, or it could be just anything, because it could be yourself or the people that surround you, or just the energy, period. You know what I'm saying? So that's why when you start looking at these cards, you start thinking back in your life, okay, where is this energy popping up at?
Yeah.
The energy could be the job. Energy, but since we're dealing with love, and since this person is dealing with specifically with the family, we got to deal with a closer thing to that, because there's nothing that says a family card, but we want to back up to the Venus, and they're talking about women in love, relationships, contracts, and children. I don't know why I didn't say men, even though men with Venus is not really, that's not our card. We're more with the Mars, or even with the Shango stuff right here, the Uranus card right here. That's another card that's with the male energy. But let's see what Coffee Black has to say about it.
Yes, Sea Flower. We are doing Cartomancy this evening. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. And by the way, if you're just getting here, this is Earl, spiritual initiate. Super homies. We've been online homies for a couple years now. Everyone say thanks, Earl, for showing up. He's got a lot of knowledge, though. I love having him on.
So how about that, Black Coffee? I know it may not be, like, well, I don't know how accurate it is. I mean, only you can confirm it. I'm just saying, basically what I'm reading in the cards, so that's all it is. But that's how you kind of deal with it. You kind of like figure out, okay, where's the energy at? Because once you deal with your birth card, you know what I'm doing. You get your Mercury card, you know how you think, Venus, how you love, and so on and so forth with the different planets. And then you start to see, okay, how do I interact with people? How do people interact with me? When I feel bad about myself because I'm not doing something, is that showing up in the cards? And sometimes it does. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it'll pop up like, yo, you need to be, like your cards. You don't need to be overdoing it, because you are a mental pioneer. You're trying to get stuff together so you can provide for your family, but also teach people, because you got the energy up in you as well. But it's like, you got to be able to see, okay, I'm overdoing it because I'm thinking too much right now. Let me just focus on the thing I know is bread and butter, and then I'll move on to the next thing.
Yo, that's what it is. I need to focus on the bread and butter. So, all right, I have this particular thing, or at least what we've been talking about with the card spread. What would be, from everything that you've seen, what would be your next card or next area to focus on to help with these, doing too much, focusing too much on the financial part, being too heady about shit, and not, you know what I mean? Is there a pattern that you're like, oh, okay, let's go over to the fucking Mercury, that'll help, or whatever, or is it super specific on the situation, or you know what I mean? Like, how are you reverse engineering this?
It's super specific on the situation, because and that's why I put these two resources up here, because when you start getting deeper into, okay, I can calculate this to the time of, or not the time of, I can calculate this to the week, to the days, to the month, or for the year, because you can get the energy for all of that.
Yeah.
So when you feel like, okay, or not even feel like, when you start getting, better at this, you can just plan it for whatever. But when you start feeling like, okay, let me just see what's going on, because the energy's been crazy, the year's been crazy as fuck. People want to get us some grounded, so we can know what to do next, because we hear about stocking food and all the other stuff that you're supposed to be doing, but that's fine and all. But what am I supposed to be doing? I don't think I'm supposed to be just going to work, or just, acting like, the world isn't changing rapidly right now. So, but when you get those itchings and feelings, you go back up here to figure, okay, what day am I at? What year am I at? Where is my energy at? So I can get a sense of self. And then when people start dealing with, this or whatever it is, people do astrology and so on and so forth. But when you keep on dealing with the system, it keeps on revealing things to you. And that was happening for me for the longest, but because I was studying so many things for the YouTube channel, I kind of stepped away from it. So like last week, I was like, yo, like, what is going on in my life? Why are things just like weird shit just happening? Like, I'm just like, yo, what weird stuff happening? And then I'm just like, let me get back to my energies. And so when I pull up all these cards, I'm just like, yo, what am I doing? How come I haven't posted a video on my YouTube channel in like a month? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, because that's my, not even about bread and butter, but it's about just me being myself. I can be doing this stuff. There's no reason for me not to, you know? And that's the path that I'm supposed to be doing because it's always been in the back of my head. YouTube channel, not as far as like I gotta be in service to people, but it's just like, because that's me.
Just an outlet of expression.
Exactly. And I actually enjoy servicing the people, but I have to get out of my head and think that it has to be, you know, super perfect. So let me go back to my spread real quick, and then we'll get someone else in the comments. But I wanted to put an example on here. Let's see. It's actually not on here, so we got to do it the old-fashioned way. So I have a card. It's like my it's a karma card. Let's go back up to the list, right? It's a, excuse me.
Black coffee, thank you. Thank you kindly.
It's a cosmic transformation card. Yeah, I think either that or should be cosmic transformation cards. Let's count it real quick. Back to the spread.
Age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius.
There was another website that I used for, as a matter of fact. I can't remember. But I know one of my cosmic result cards is a Jack of Spades. And what was crazy about this particular card, and what it really messed with me, I was like, this is one of my fears. Even I'm revealing that Scorpios don't reveal that shit, but it's weird, right? The card that gives me energy, I had to pull up that card. The card that gives me energy is the Jack of Spades, and that card is the entrepreneur, creative work labor, creative will, the spiritual initiate. So when I seen the card, mind you, I didn't write the damn book, but my name is right there, and that was before I created the channel. So when I seen that, I was like, yo, why do I feel like this is what I need to be doing? And that's why I named my YouTube channel after exactly this spiritual initiative, because I wanted to do something to where people can just learn stuff like this and step in the door, and then they do what they want with it. But I want to be able to teach people so they can, you know, do that. But one of the things that always frightens me is this: the gambler, the thief, stealing, the deceiver, money grabber. I don't want to come off the people that I'm trying to get money from them and steal from them or be deceitful. But because I've been thinking so much about that, I don't really step into being an entrepreneur because I'm so self-conscious about ripping someone off. We'll
pull somewhere else in the spread. Let's see what else you got going in the spread that can help you overcome that. Like, what else you got going on in there?
All right, let's see.
If that's a conscious worry, because I think everyone to a degree, especially in our line of work, has that thought, like, damn, I don't want to come off disingenuous like a, you know, snake charmer, snake oil seller. But I definitely am not pulling cards on it at the same, and I'm still running it anyway. So I'm curious what else you got going that's gonna.
All right, so up here you got the Nine of Spades. So let's just look at that real quick. The perfect work, universal will, completion of work-related tasks, death, end of work, loss of job, severe health problems. So for me, what I see with that is that, you know, for me, because I've been horrible, if I say so myself, of just completing things. I'm great at starting and going up to a certain point. Like even with the book, I'll read it all the way up to the end and then finish the book just for the reason to sit it back down. So just completing certain things is an issue. So going back to Eight of Clubs, right? Because I give him that, is giving us some energy as well. I think it's clubs right here. Restless, changing, mind communication. No, that's, hold on, I'm tripping, that's 5. 8. Focus and strong mental powers and speech, meticulous analyzer, debater, sound authoritative, mind, speech, thinking. The dysfunctional is fixed, rigid thought, thinker and speech, speaker, stubborn mind, thoughts, communicator. So I guess what gives the energy is that sometimes I can be stubborn and thinking that, well, it's more stubborn as far as like me thinking that I might be ripping people off or I don't want to do that. I'll be so stubborn to just not deal with that.
What card is this
This is the
representing?
this is representing. It's a cosmic card. I gotta pull up the spread for it, but
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think creatively here. Oh, well, how about is there what planets for creativity? Is that Uranus?
that is creativity should be
Someone help me.
Mars. I'm not mistaken, honestly. For creativity,
I know. There's some. Yeah. I'm trying to think of a creative solution to overcoming, the I don't want to be perceived in a certain way. Maybe we could attack the problem via your creativity, how that shows up with the card, and then look at the positive attributes of that. Apply those ones, bada bing, bada boom. You're on your way killing it. But that's why I don't know what planet is the creativity planet. I'm sure someone's answered it in the chat.
Okay, where's our astrology folks at? Hey, Black Coffee, no problem. Oh,
Imposter syndrome. Yeah, that's definitely one thing, Seaflower. But in this context, I'm now seeing that imposter syndrome is actually kind of vague, because I think imposter syndrome shows up. Like for me, it does. I have imposter syndrome, but it's not, and that I'm going to be a criminal. It's more like, do I know what the hell I'm talking about? Or am I just fucking rambling and I'm not making any sense? Like, I don't think, or am I smart enough? Am I well read enough? You know what I mean? Like, that's how it shows up for me. Right. So it's definitely, we could narrow it down than just calling it.
That's exactly how it shows up for me as well, because I think about that too. And I think it's linked to, you watch other people and you're like, man, why do I feel like I'm not, where they're at? Because sometimes we compare ourselves to each other, even when we're not trying to. Mm-hmm. And, you can get caught up in that as well.
Bada bing, bada boom, Seaflower. So no one's gonna hit me with what I'm just gonna have to use Google. All right, fam. What represents creativity? I want to say it's Uranus. Isn't that the really weird, spacey out there?
Yeah, innovativeness. I mean, innovativeness is. Yeah, I mean, you can say it's creativity. So we'll check it out. We'll see what's up. So
we're like we're real time learning, real time Cartomancy spreads right now for some real life hacks, dude. It's just like, this is how it works.
10 of Spades. So that's my Uranus card. Successful work in the public and groups, and then there's an overdoer. Bro, let me tell you something, man. When I be at work, and this is just, I just work consistently. Like if I'm working what it is, I work at a warehouse. Let's put it that way. So when I'm over there, I just work consistently. If there's something to do, I'm just like, hey, anything to do, let's do it.
Yeah,
and some people are just like, bro, Earl, chill out, take a 15-minute break, whatever. I'm just like, I would do that, but it's just like the work is not hard. It's easy. Let's just do it. That's just how I am. And some people might just see that as overdoing, but because I work in a group with people, when I'm working with that group, they know Earl's gonna get it done. Like
nice.
With Earl at. We rocking.
So you need that group though, because you're not finishing your project. So is that what the group's for? Or is someone else ties up the loose ends, dots the I's and crosses the T's for you?
Sometimes we need each other. We need other people to do that, because you got kings and queens, but they need that advisor.
You need a jester, dude. We need jesters. We need advisors. We need minstrels. We need a whole court, dude. We need the whole goddamn court.
You need to do the whole weed. You need all that. Everyone's important.
Hey, can you look up how cards do with each other? Because someone told me a while back that the Aries is supposed to stick with the Scorpio squad, specifically business related, because those two always make shit happen. Can you verify that with Cartomancy? Is there a way to do that?
I'm not sure. I'm not aware of it. There may be, but there might be some people deeper in Cartomancy that can answer that question. But I can always find out. We can do this again so we can get an answer, because like I was saying earlier, there's deeper aspects to this. You know what I'm saying? So the more you dig into it, the more you can kind of understand how the cards relate. But what you're saying, how Scorpios and Aries mix together, so that's I know that's Mars. I know Pluto gave Pluto Aries for some reason.
Wait, what? Pluto Aries? Plot twist.
Yeah,
twist.
It should be switched. I think actually it switched. I remember there was a class when I took for this that or you YouTube video rather. It wasn't class. It was a class, but it was recorded. But he said that these are switched because this is like the first edition of the book. So right now I'm pretty sure that's fixed. But we all know Scorpio, it shares with Mars, but it's Pluto.
Yeah.
It's Mars. But how they interact with each other, that's interesting. Let me go to the spread and just see.
They did. It was a conversation happened a long time ago. They were not informative past that, but I've always, whenever I meet someone that's a Scorpio, I'm like, oh, all right, let's fucking make some magic. Because there was this shaman who was running retreats on my land out here, and I was talking to him, and he's like, oh, I'm a Scorpio, and I was like, oh shit, see, and we were making cash money. So that I was like, all right, 1 for 1, because I actually don't run into many Scorpios at all. Like you and that person might be the only two that I know.
Really?
Yeah.
My brother is Aries, but other than that, I don't really be asking people for their signs like that unless we get into a conversation. Unless people ask me. But yeah, I only know my brother. He's an Aries, but actually no, I know my homegirl. She's an Aries as well. Always done well with Aries. I fuck Aries. Aries is always cool energy.
Thank you kindly, Ty.
So let's
I also hope your tree got there. Well,
we're gonna have back to me in a minute. Let's get someone else to put their birthday down here. So
Chaboy. Nice. You remembered Seaflyer. Yeah, Chaboy is about to start cartomancing, you guys. So it makes me feel, it's like I want to draw maps when I think of cartography. I'm just like, why is it so close to cartography? It's like maps. It's like crafting magical maps is what cartomancy sounds like to me.
I should, in this book, they also have like a brief description of where it came from. I mean, a lot of people say it come from a lot of different places. I mean, you can say it came from the stars as far as you're concerned, but they do have like an intro about, this stuff. So I can read it in a little bit after we kind of plug in this birthday right here.
So Torrin Floyd is dropping knowledge in the chat room, says, ooh, that's an old esoteric 8th house ruling of Scorpio is ruled by Mars and Pluto. Thank you for that. The head and the sex organs go together, sending blood from top to bottom. Ooh. Well played, Torrin. Thank you for that tidbit. Much appreciated. Also, merch. We do need some merch, man. Well, I remember you guys know that white hoodie I rock on my videos every once in a while. It says spiritual. That's Chaboy right here. Not Chaboy, but Chaboy right here. He's the one who makes those sweaters.
This is one of them right here. I wear it all the time now. This is my personal one, but
yeah, I fucked up. I wanted to be cool, and I got the white one, and that thing just stayed dirty.
Hey man, I'll let you know when I get some more hoodies, and I'll give you the homie discount because I know you've been looking out, so no problem. I got you.
Oh, dude, you ain't gotta give me no homie discount. I appreciate it, but I know I know it. I'd say that's the thing too. Is like now that I'm sure you get this too. I'm running business for Growing Tree. I'm trying to sell oregano to the squad, and obviously I'm only slanging to the homies, and everyone wants a homie discount, and I'm like, dude, you guys are all my homies. I can't just give everyone a half. Like, how about you be a homie and pay me an extra $10 every once in a while? Like, how can we reciprocate the homie hookup, or is it only one way?
Exactly. That's funny, but yeah, that's how it is sometimes, man. That's how it is. Earth Angel, we got you. You are on the spread, the card spread. What is there something that you would like us to look into? Okay, you got your birth card, so we just go ahead and see what you're shining on. It's an 8 of Hearts. Such a lovely card. Powerful relationships, power trying to influence with people, and dysfunctional is the abusive power relationships, emotional abuse, or cold heart. Right? Cold hearted. Sometimes you just don't care. You're just like, whatever. Or you were very lovely. I think you were very lovely. You have great influence with people. I'm just talking mess. Let's see.
The
So I'm gonna read you guys the comments. Let me see if Earth Angel comes up. But
you know a guy in Ventura, you know, it's my neck of the woods. Oh, I forgot you're from around here, right, Ty? I got people that I know people who do screen printing and stuff too. It's just one of the endeavors I haven't wrapped my head around yet. That's all. But
when I started was a t-shirt press. It's and the Cricut, like stuff like the vinyl cutter and stuff like that. So that's a good start if you're just trying to make even your own stuff. But screen printing is a whole different process, and the shirts, they can come out better, or at least you can do more complex designs with a screen print than the t-shirt press or the vinyl, excuse me.
I don't know. I gotta get some merch, man. It's been too long.
Definitely. What kind of merch you trying to get? Is it like
hoodies too, dude? I've been down with some dope ass Man of Letters hoodies.
Oh yeah.
Be super down for that. Maybe some catchphrases, some go-to catchphrases from the channel. Not like I have many. I'm not on the Rob Smart level yet with my catch lines and shit. But
if Earth Angel cannot respond, then we'll just move on to the next birthday because I want to give everyone some time.
Torrin Floyd.
Torrin Floyd. Okay, I see.
I believe that's his birth date.
06, 02, 19.
You guys are youngins. 90, 94, 89. I'm getting old.
Getting younger, man. It's all right.
I'm just hitting. That's cool. I'm just hitting my Gandalf years. It's actually kind of cool.
All right, so this is it should be Torrin right here. Yeah, Torrin Floyd. All right, so Torrin, anything you want us to check out? Because okay, you got your birth card, which is your sun card, 2 of spades. So what you looking like? What you shining on? All right. Friendship card, business partnerships, work group partnerships, and collaboration, unexpected partner, and work business. So you're probably real good at just getting with people, make some great friends, and make some money with them. Others is dysfunctional, is too dependent upon a partner at work, giving away willpower to a partner or close friends. You might be relying on someone too much. You know what I'm saying? But that's just that's just what you can be actually. It's not actually what you're relying on. That could be who you are. Someone could be relying on you too much. You know, you can think about it too, because someone could be relying on you too much and giving you a strain on what you're supposed to be doing. So let's look at the spread.
That's what I'm saying. See, I'm glad that you keep bringing that up, that it could be coming from outside too, because a lot of when I hear people reading any type of divination, it's normally like, you got fixes, you got, you might be doing this, you might be doing that, beware. And it's like, or it could be hitting you too. It's noteworthy. It's definitely noteworthy.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing about this, because it made me learn, like you said, it's not just.
Oh shit. I think I muted you, brother. My bad.
Okay, that's all good. What I was saying, you deal with the energy, so you can see what other people are doing and how it's affecting you. So, and that's what it's kind of like investigative almost, because when you're looking at the energy, you're like, hold on, who is this, or what is this that's dealing with this? Because let's get into it, right? The birth card is right here, the 2 of spades. So what's giving you energy, and what are you giving energy to? So we look at the 9 of diamonds. We already know we're about to talk about some money. It's probably about something ending too. So universal values, completion of a money deal, sale of property, or financial loss, or property loss. So I don't know if it might be in real estate. Maybe you're trying to close a deal and you're really good at that because you're working with a partner and you're friends with them because y'all running, chasing checks. Or you're dealing with some people that, are just not good with money, and maybe the friendship you guys have is kind of rough, and then it ends up with you losing some property or losing some financial value or something like that. And then you can look at the 8 of hearts. All right, you've seen that card before, I believe. Go up to the 8 of hearts. Powerful relationships, power, charm, and influence with people, or abuse of power in relationships, emotional abuser, or cold heart. So it could be maybe someone you're in a relationship with, or maybe it's someone that you really admire, but they're just abusive in their power. Or maybe it's a really good, powerful relationship, and because you're with that person, or that person is you again, you're able to be that 2 of spades, so you can go and make those connections, make those deals, because you're the 8 of hearts. You have that power, charm, and influence with people, Let's go down. He said, look, Sun, Mercury, yes, true. Damn, it's very true. Bam. So that's him. I don't know Torin, but you just go look at the cards and then you just look and kind of just what's going on, because I'm just talking about the energy of the cards. I don't know what's going on in their life. But when you look at it, you're just like, okay, let me see the diagonal card, see what energies is dealing with this particular card. And it gives you a whole different revelation. And mind you, this spread that I'm showing y'all right here, this is just the earth plane spread, like the birth spread. This is a spread that you start off with, but as you do with these other plates, these are different years throughout your life, or the different weeks, or the different days, because I think there's 13-day periods, there's 52-day periods. Actually, I think it may say it up here, but it's really detailed. You can get down to today, Tuesday, and figure out the energy is going on and be like, wow, I'm pretty sure there's something on there that got something to do with me and you. Just because we don't. And I will get into it, but I gotta really do the math and get down to that particular plate, because it's a lot of it's just you gotta do some math for it. So I'm willing to have another show with that, so we can get deeper into what's going on this week.
Dude, we can run energy reading collabs all day long if you want. If you want to set some shit up, I'm super down for that. I'm super down. I think people would appreciate it too.
Oh yeah, Torin, he's loving it. No problem, Torin. I appreciate you too. So we can move on to another one, because it's just and then mind you, here's the website again, Aquarius Maximus. So all you gotta do is put in your birthday, you get your spread. You don't necessarily need these two books right here. You can literally Google or DuckDuckGo any card, you know what I'm saying? What's the 8 of Hearts? And that'll give you even more, excuse me, spelled that wrong. It'll give you more, energy with that card. Let's see.
Boom cat.
Eight of Hearts meaning related and successful love. It is a positive sign for fulfilling a long-term relationship with the person you love.
Oh, nice.
Your marriage will be happy and free of domestic sorrows and misfortune. Eight of Hearts also indicates great satisfaction with children and the family.
Oh, what a sweet card.
Yeah, it's a sweet card for sure. They ain't showing you the bad stuff, because I like to see the bad stuff too. That's just me being a Scorpio. I'm like, yeah, that's cool, but look up. But yeah,
hey, that's cool. But what happens when you eat 8 grams of dried mushrooms, dog? Come talk to me.
Dude.
What happens, man?
But yeah, so you guys can Google DuckDuckGo the different cards as well. So that's why I gave a resource so people can do it right now. It doesn't have to be, I have to contact Earl so he can give me a reading. Like, no, you can read yourself. And that's what I actually like, and that's why I don't be doing the entrepreneurship, and that's where my stubbornness comes, because it's like I would rather give it to you for free, because they've been hiding all this information from us for so long. So I would just be like, yo, just get it so you can do what you want, so you can create a better life than outside this matrix. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's definitely something to be said about charging for things too, because it puts it's just more investment on the person's behalf. Like if someone's got no skin in the game, then they'll pull out, basically. You know what I mean? At the drop of a dime. If you drop $500 in a program, if I drop $500 in a program, I'm finishing it unless I'm a fool. You know what I mean? And if I'm not finishing it, I'm in my head, I'm like, dude, you played 500 bones today, you're not even going to finish. Like, get your, So there's definitely something to be said about forcing people to put some skin in the game if you're going to, put some information together. I'm on your team. Don't get me wrong. I give away 99% of everything for free. Just because it's like, look, I'd rather get this information out there, and if someone's homies to help out, then homies. But I get a lot out of it myself. I get growth out of this myself by doing stuff like having conversations like we're having right now. So we were talking about before, I think, when we were saying, what up?
Oh, sorry. But even reading these cards, I'm getting better at it and just going, forward and just reading it based upon just looking at it. And that's how quickly you can pick up on it. So same thing with astrology and things like that. You keep on reading this stuff and looking at it, it becomes okay. I know what hearts is. I already know it. So you see on the chart, okay, I'm out to who we dealing with today. You know what I'm saying? Or you dealing with a Jack of Spades. I'm going to be dealing with an actor or a thief or someone who's very spiritual. Someone who's
thief. So, it's awfully specific too. Like, you know what I mean? Like thief.
Right.
Fuck. All right.
But it also has a lot to do with how you were raised as well. because some people are raised with, just certain advantages and disadvantages, honestly, you put it that way. So you also have to look at your chart for that as well, because the energy that may be feeding a lot of you is because there wasn't an authority figure in the household, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe you didn't have a loving figure in that household, so that's why you acted the way. So you also have to look at, look at them, I have to do this bar, look at the cards and look at the energy of the cards, all right? So with, we're still at Torn got some clubs, so there's some mental work going on, right? There's a lot of mental work going on, but also there's a few heart cards. So there's some, some level. There's an 8 of diamonds, and 8 of diamonds is a good card for, the innovativeness and stuff like that, but it's not prevalent in this particular chart, that earth energy. So it's really a lot of clubs, which is air, and water, which is hearts. All right, spades is fire. So you can also look at that just as far as the elements, so you get a better description of like, okay, what's my temperature like? You know what I'm saying? Do I think a lot? Am I in my mind a lot? Clubs? Am I always feeling? Am I emotional, intuitive with hearts? Am I always moving, always trying to see what's up with the fire, with the spades? Am I always grounded, kind of stable? I'm always looking to, come up, so to speak, with the diamonds, So you also look at those as well.
I think Seaflower, pros and cons of Cartomancy versus tarot. I asked Earl earlier sort of the same question. I think he was saying basically whatever draws you more, right? Is that what I asked you earlier why you picked Cartomancy over astrology, and it was just sort of worked out that way? Or do you have a criticism of astrology in comparison to Cartomancy, for example?
It was just what I was saying before, because you have different kinds of astrology, so you may not be sure which one to use.
Oh, that's right. That's huge.
Not only that, but you have to have a specific birth date if you want to be completely accurate with astrology. So the cool thing about this, even though I know they asked about tarot cards, and I'll get to that, the cool thing about this is that you just put in your birthday, and that's it. You have your birthday, and you have a lot of information about yourself, versus trying to ask your mom, what time was I? She don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Mom, hey.
Like, she's like, why are you even asking me this shit? Like,
so it's 3 a.m. Go to bed.
Exactly. Like, why you asking me this shit? So, but a lot of people I've met, they don't have the information. They don't know what time they were born. They can't get their birth certificate for whatever reason. They just don't know. So, you got to deal with what you have, so that's why.
So more consistency in information, Seaflower, with the Cartomancy.
Exactly. Now with tarot cards, I think it really depends upon the tarot carder, the people drawing the cards, because I think it has a lot to do with your own energy and how much you've been working with the cards and just what you feel and what you're getting from the cards. Because a lot with tarot cards that you have to deal with is your own doubts. You know what I'm saying? You can be shuffling cards and you put the cards down and you're like, I don't know if that's the right card. Let me try to again.
This was tilted to the right a little bit.
Exactly. So sometimes even your own mind can mess you up. So the thing with the Cartomancy card is like, this is you. You were born on this day. This is you. That's it.
I do feel like there's a certain level of clearing with the tarot cards. Like you need to sit, you need to meditate, you need to sage them bitches, you need to fucking go for a walk or something. You know what I mean? Clear your space, ground, and then hit it. It's definitely a little more going on to it.
And that's how
I like it though. I like that aspect of it at the same time.
Yeah, because it does get you, it connects you with something for sure. And that's how I feel like what you were saying. Like every time I had to draw down some tarot cards, I'm like, let me meditate and stuff like that. But the doubtful mind, or am I doing it right? Have I meditated enough? All the little things can mess up the
more.
Reading, what I'm saying? And so that's why I actually admire, tarot card readers as well, because they have a lot of, spiritual, resilience to be able to channel that energy. And to do it consistently and do it to a way to where they can help other people and not be, too much affected by being that kind of person. Because I know they have to recharge and things like that, but for them to be able to do it anyway, that's still admirable.
Amen. Hear ye, hear ye. That's where the minstrel would play in your court, dude. Ziamara
grab another burger.
Christiana. Hello, welcome. Seaflower, hello, everyone. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. This is Earl. If you're just by, everyone say hello, Earl. Say what up, what up. Do you want to put your YouTube channel in here as well, brother?
Yes, my YouTube channel is Spiritual Initiate. All right.
Hey, I looked you up and it was not coming up anywhere.
Oh, you know what? You might have to type in Earl Anderson because that's the actual name on there. So you might see. Yeah,
I typed in your full. I went to your Instagram and then typed it. I was like, all right, his first last name, YouTube. I typed in. Maybe it's different now, but I swear to God, I was like, this dude take his YouTube channel out.
I really did.
I'll look again right now.
I'll plug it in here in a minute. I'll put it in the chat. But if you put in Spiritual Initiate, my page should still come up.
Oh, I only typed in Earl. That's why I typed in Spiritual Initiate Earl. And I guess I thought that would be enough, but YouTube's hating, dude.
No, I've been talking kind of spicy, especially after this.
Talking kind of spicy
and all that shit. So, yeah, so for sure. Yeah, so if you put in Spiritual Initiate, this is gonna be my page right here.
Yeah, so it came up now. I'll post the link for you. I got it.
No problem. Appreciate it. Okay, so I'm about to grab another birthday. I'm about to get Summer's birthday. Hopefully she's still in here. 7/8/80. Right.
Yo, dude, I'm gonna have to be your plug for Tree if you're living there in Las Vegas.
Man, listen.
I'll send them all day, every day. I'll send them. What's that?
Shoot, I seen the Instagram story you had. You had a big ass stalk of some buzz. I was like, yo, keep doing it like that.
Wasn't that nice? You should see it in person too. It's fucking gorgeous, dude. It burns well. It looks good.
What are you growing? Like, what kind of strain?
So it's a pure sativa, and it's called Kernel Pupil. It's from like the it's from the Hayes family. So they went with the granddaddy Purple Haze, and then they just crossed it with all kinds of other modern stuff. But it's got like that train wreck, like piney, like. It's great, dude.
This is sativa. I love sativas. Sativas, I actually prefer them over indica.
Same, dude. And I'm having trouble getting rid of it over here. Everyone's like, nah, man, the indica. I'm like, you like being fucking couch locked all day, every day? Why not have both? Like smoke, like burn some sativa in the morning, and if you're trying to smash with your girl later, then all right, go indica and get feelsy, you know, like. Exactly. But no, everyone out here is all about
exactly because. I can't do indica. I mean, hybrids are cool. I can't do indica because I know how I am. I was totally like, I can't do that except for PlayStation. That's the best you can do. But with a sativa, I'm definitely like, I'm more in my body, I'm more mental, so I can actually get some work done.
Nice. Well, dude, I'll even send you some then. Just if I know you like it that much, I'll just hit me and if I got you, dude, with the homegrown. Of course, all organic. That's sun, dude. Oh, you saw the pictures. You know what's up.
Yeah, man. Listen, if you guys don't follow Keith on Instagram, go ahead so y'all can see that beautiful stall. Because when I seen it, I was like, oh my gosh. How long it take you to grow that? Because I've been talking to some folks. I'm thinking about getting to that as well. Like, we're not even growing.
Well, outdoors, so it'll flower in fall, regardless of anything of the size. Okay. So I started it indoors so I could get it a little bigger, put it outside in like April, May, and then it was done by like a month and a half ago. Is when I cut it and started drying it and curing it and shit. Dang. You can grow in Vegas though, right?
Yeah, Vegas is legal here. Yeah, it's dispensaries all over the place, but it's not like Cali, man. I know I'm gonna get with this birthday in a minute, but we talking about some weed, man. In Cali, I'm used to Cali weed because I grew up out there. So the dispensaries already had a game out there before it hit Nevada or anywhere else. So when I come out to Nevada, back in August, I'm like, let's go to the dispensary. Bro, you not doing nothing. You can't get a gram unless you're spending at least $22.
What?
You're just not. It's not happening.
Dude, I'll hook you up with a zip that'll make your eyes go big. You'll be like, what? 22 a gram? Because it's the taxes and stuff, right? Or is it just everything?
It's the taxes, but I guess it's also because it's Nevada, because they're growing all their own weed out here. So they're just like, well, this is our jurisdiction. We're gonna do what we're going with it. So you're gonna have to pay $20.
They're just taxing.
And so not only that, we talking about buying an eighth. An eighth, it could be anywhere from $50 to $80. And you're not talking about wrapper weed or anything like that. This is just stuff they grow. Granted,
we got a special. We're trying to get rid. We got some destocking, and we're giving you $60. Like, what?
Granted, it might be good because I haven't smoked all the weed in Vegas, obviously, but it's kind of like when you're coming from a place like California, it's like, yo, I can walk in with $20 and come out with a goodie bag, and you tell me I can't do shit with this? Like, okay, I ain't feeling that, but it is what it is.
That's a bummer. I can't imagine going into somewhere and dropping 22 bones on a gram and walking out like stoked. Like, what?
That's gonna be done before you get back to the house.
I know that would like disintegrate by the time you get to your car. It's like in your pocket, floating around. Like, oh damn, there's $22 floating around in my pocket right now.
But the largest dispensary is in Las Vegas. I've definitely been there yet, but I'm gonna go there someday. So I'm gonna check it out. And then also they got a new cookies dispensary. They just opened like about a month ago, so I gotta check that as well.
Oh, dude, hit it. Oh, Ty, the sleepy munchies. I was just telling Earl I'm doing this distilled fast, and I want to burn so bad, but I can't. I don't think I can handle the munchies right now on top of the fast. I would go insane, I think. Man. Unless I burn enough to just make myself pass out. That might be another option. But yeah,
you better hit that indica then, because that sativa not gonna help you.
I know.
You know what though? But sativa or indicas are the one that actually give you the munchies. That gives you the black hole. That's what I call it. Because when I'm on an indica and I eat, bro, I'm like,
really? Just like who? I just sometimes feel like an animal, dude. I'm like, I need to slow down, dude. Like, what's going on? Throwing the couple noodles and shit in the microwave.
But you know what though? When I don't smoke at all, like say if I don't smoke for a week, my appetite is gone. But at the same time, I don't look at it as a bad way. I look at it as my body just readjusting and fasting in its own right, because we're not supposed to be eating all day long anyway, to be real. Talking about the human body. So when I'm not eating, I'm just like, and I'm not like eating and all tired. I'm like, I'm fine, I'm good. It'll be like that all day long. I'll just be like, I guess that's just me trying to recalibrate off the marijuana, because when I smoke, obviously I'm gonna eat at some point. But it's been getting better. When I don't smoke, I eat a lot more. But like I said, it's a whole mind game about how we eat and treat the human body. So that's a whole other.
But I was about to say, you were talking about, because I was thinking like I was gonna stop burning because I was thinking that's where the lethargy and the haziness was coming from, which to a degree, definitely. But like realistically, like there's no way. It's I've been eating fast food, and I've been eating hella cheese, hella meat. I have my own garden, so I've been eating veggies, but still not nearly as much as I should be. Like I would grab something like with a kid, dude, and it's a whole nother ball game. You're just like, I gotta feed him, and I gotta feed him now. I don't have a $20 plate of good essential food that I can just whip out and pay for at whim, because eating healthy is expensive in California, dude. Like it's stupid expensive to eat healthy. 3 meals a day, it's not happening. And with like all the other shit and trying to keep up, it's just like I've hit that point in my adult life where it's like all my skills are being put to the test, and I need to learn how to recalibrate at the next level of responsibility, where I can take care of the family and myself physically, mentally, spiritually. So I'm like recalibrating that. And long story short, I was like, oh, it's the weed that's making me lethargic. It's like, no, dude, you've got like, fast, drink a lot of water, don't eat shit, detox, recalibrate, like, and then start slowly reintroducing the things back into your life and see how it affects you and stuff like that. So it is a whole,
I think if anything, weed, it feeds our habits, whether they're good or bad. It's going to play off it anyway. So you can get the munchies, but if you got the stock for it, you can be eating broccoli. Well, not broccoli, because people say it's hybrid. Cauliflower. You can be eating. Whatever. Like you be eating like whatever. Zucchini. Or you smashing on Cheetos. It depends on what you got in there. So
I'll smash on Cheetos if they're there, dude. I'll smother them with lemon. I'll smash on those Cheetos. I will do it. I'm not bad at eye.
Just like shit. I might not like it, but I'll be like, damn it, fuck, I guess I'm taking one for the team this one. All right, let's
hear where I think we left someone waiting on this. Sorry for the tangent, you guys. The trees come up, and I gotta talk trees with the homies. You know what I mean?
Summer. All right, Summer, we got you. So I'm not sure if Summer's still in here. Let's see. Let's go to the bottom of here. I don't see her traveling in on here, so she may not be in here anymore. All right, let's move on to another one. Yeah, we're enjoying ourselves, so hopefully everyone else is enjoying us and each other. So Venus vibes, are you still in here? If not, I'm gonna just deal with the folks that are still active in the chat. I know it's still moving.
Yeah, that says a lot too, Ziamara, is being smart with how much you burn. Because if I rip like half a bowl on the way out, I slay. No lethargy. I'm sharp. I'm fucking inspired. I'm enthusiastic. So yeah, you definitely gotta time. You gotta fucking. You guys gotta dose right with fucking anything: caffeine, alcohol, Mary Jane,
All that.
Summer Sage, whatever.
All right, Summer Sage. Okay, I seen you on there, so I'll get you going. So first, we'll just do with your sun card, your birth card, 7 of diamonds. Okay, all right, okay. That's spirit. I already know something spiritual. Hold on. I'm already knowing. The magical money card or millionaires card, faith and finances or charity. So you can be that person, or this can be a major theme just in your life, as it relates to you. The dysfunctional is bad attitudes about money or values, deception about money and possessions. All right. So we're dealing with your birth card. So we're going to see what is going to indicate to this card right here. That's your sun card. People can see you doing that. So maybe people see that you got a lot of money. Maybe you're a millionaire. Maybe you just you're a charitable person. Or maybe you have faith that you'll always have it, so you ain't gonna worry about nothing. Or maybe you have bad ethics with money. Maybe you spend it too fast. Maybe you lie to other people about how much money you have or how much money you don't have, whatever the case might be. So let's go.
Guilty.
Let's see. Let's see. Let's see what's giving us some energy. So your 7 of diamonds is right here. Ace of clubs, all right? You think about something mental, all right? You're talking about the mind. Okay, so Ace of Clubs, the sacred knowledge, the quest for knowledge, seeking a soulmate. All right. The dysfunction was knowledge hog, seeking information, or inordinate desire to know things. So how that relates to the 7 of diamonds? That's an interesting combination. Going back to that 7 of diamonds. 7 of diamonds and Ace of Clubs. I'm not sure if it's like something that you're not telling someone, or you just don't reveal certain knowledge with people because of that could be a reason. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm not trying to make it bad or anything like that, but
it's terrible.
Let's go back to the diamond. No, I'm just saying because when you think about the bad attitudes about money or values, what could be feeding that is this Ace of Clubs. You're being a knowledge hog. You're not sharing information with people. So by proxy, that's not giving you the financial stability that you need. But in reverse, or in the positive aspect, because you are sharing, or sharing knowledge, and you're in a quest for knowledge, are you even looking for someone that is a soulmate? That gives you that stability. That gives you that, I always got it with that 7 of diamonds. That faith and finances is already there. And again, it may not be someone, it could be you as well. You're that person. You're that person that is that knowledgeable person. You know what I'm saying? You're the person. Maybe someone's looking for you. Maybe you're the soulmate, and they're looking for you. You know what I'm saying? And then let's go to the other one, the 5 of Spades.
There could be a positive side to that, sharing and that hoarding the knowledge too. That's like a Hermetic thing where they say not to cast pearls before swine,
That is true. That's another one. That's another way to look at it. The 5 of Spades, the traveler, the pioneer, moved to a new job or labor. Dysfunctional is the restless mover, unplanned change in living arrangement, restless living. So maybe you having faith in your finances gives you the ability to travel and move around a lot. You're able to move around the world and do what you need to do to explore your quest for knowledge. And that you being that, it's already set up for you because that's your life path. It's probably already in place. You probably already do that without you. Well, I'm pretty sure you do know it. That's your sun card. People are like, do you have a passport or something? Do you travel a lot before COVID hit? Let's see. All of this, looking for a partner, crime, no jokes. See, like Yeah. Do you travel a lot? And had you traveling a lot? Because I'm pretty sure if you're born in 1980, you've been on the planet for a little bit. You have some experience. So, if do you travel a lot, and has that ever put you in a bind? And have you traveled where you're able to travel freely and do what you want? Because I know sometimes we have ups and downs in life, so you might experience both cards or both sides of the functional and dysfunctional throughout your life. Someday you're like, okay, or not, or some period in your life you're like, okay, I can go to Grand Canyon, I can do my thing out here. Another time it's like, okay, I made up this plan to go somewhere, but I'm not sure if I can be able to make it, or I charge my credit card all the way up because I'm trying to make this trip because I gotta go. But you might end up in a financial bind, and you start getting some of the negative aspects of the Seven of Diamonds. Bad attitudes about money, deception about money positions. Start fronting. Living a van life. There, see, she lives in a van.
Oh, van life, what up? Nice.
She lives in the van. That's awesome. So, and that's what I'm saying. Like when you just look at the cards. So, someone was saying earlier about dealing with tarot cards when you're talking about astrology. I'm not saying it's better than either of those things. I'm just saying look at this so you can look at yourself. I'll never be like, oh, this one's better than this. I'd be like, bro, just look at it all, because I've looked at it all, or at least the ones I have, because I haven't done all the different astrologies, but just dibble and dabble. But when the shit starts hitting like this, when Summer and Torn is like, yo, okay, and look more into it.
Dive deep once again. Live in my van in the woods. What state are you living in, Summer Sage? Hopefully not north.
Hey, but it's all resonating. I slammed my card. That's awesome. Do you want us to look at a different one? Because that was just your sun card. That was just you. So when you talk about, how you think, how you love, how you take actions, or how what you're attracted to, what you expand on, you can go on and on and on. And so when you start, well, if you do get the spread, because you can find spreads like this on the internet. This is not just related to this book. You can get it on the internet. So if you do find a spread, you start to get down to the nitty gritty about how to calculate where your stuff is at. You can start looking at these of the cards that's next to you, the cards above you. But there's also a different way how to deal with the cards. You can see what cards relate to you as well by going diagonal. So my ten of clubs are right here. So there's energy that I'm getting from this 10 of spades.
All right, we're pushing the 2-hour mark, you guys. So if there's anything super important that you asked before, or super important that you want to know, like some heavy questions for Earl, make sure you get him in. I'm not saying we're ending right now, but we're definitely going to set the energies in that direction. So speak now or forever hold your peace is where I'm getting at. But
so anyone else got a birthday? I see Shay put a birthday right there, but I'm not sure if she's still in the chat. No problem, Summer, no problem. He said the first smoke. Zimmer, what's up, Zimmer? How you doing? I haven't done a live stream on my stuff in a while, but it's gonna be soon. The first smoke of the day.
Oh, you're deep in the comments, huh?
Takes away my appetite. Oh yeah, anything after that first smoke munchies will take over. I think that for indica doesn't affect me with sleepy munchies. Oh, okay, Ty. She said I sleep with the munchies. I'm cold-blooded like that. I can't. I can't. I'm like, I need to eat. Okay, so anyone else? Okay, so I looked up, but anyone else want to do their birthday? If not, I mean, we can start closing up because I think we might do a live stream about this, but yeah, that's cartomancy, it's very deep. Like I said, just from the few examples from, doing some cards for myself and Keith and Summer and Torrin, we hit some bonks in the head a little bit.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked. Yeah, you got me good with those cards. It was already on my mind with the slowing down, doing less, not doing things for money so much, or at least balance that out so I can start doing. Because, dude, I swear there was a time in my life when I would research spiritual things or like conspiracy theories or the different rabbit holes of lucid dreaming or astral projecting or remote viewing or like everything, different other dimensional beings and stuff. And it would just bring me so much joy. And it's just been feeling like work this past year or so, maybe even longer than that. And I was having those fucking thoughts today, the past couple of days. And so to see those cards you showed me was like, all right, I tipped the scale a little too much. I gotta balance it out a bit.
Yeah, I think this last year, the last 2 years has been interesting for a lot of people. I'm not gonna say rough because it hasn't necessarily been that for a lot of people, but the energy has definitely been different. So I think we should all pay more attention to not only what's going on outside, but also what's going on inside with ourselves, because you only get too plugged into what's going on outside. I'm sure a lot of people are not like, falling for all the tricks out there, but even being plugged in to see all the fanfare can be a distraction.
Dude,
researching every day
100%
about this vaccine and what's in it and stuff like that, and how many people got knocked out, and what the politicians and people are saying. All that stuff is great to know. In case
don't you be getting spicy on my channel, dog.
Oh yeah, I'm just about that. That's what I'm saying. I was trying to be codified. I'm not trying to say too much, but yeah.
That's all. My live just got cut out. What just happened? Did it crash? YouTube just crashed.
Because you already know how they got me on Instagram, so it's like, hey, it is what it is.
You get spicy with it. You get spicy with it everywhere.
You know what though, and I haven't even pulled everything out, but I don't want to.
I bet you, dude. I know. The way I see it is, if someone's getting spicy online, no one's ever given 110 online. No one's getting this. I can only imagine what this dude's doing behind the scenes. But fuck. Wait, so Ziomaro, are you asking? Oh, what? 412? Nice. It's a good day. It's the day before mine, Ziomaro. Aries fan.
Okay.
Whatever.
I'm with you. 412, 92. 92, baby. That's me too. All right.
You're 92 as well?
Yes, sir. I was born November, though. All right. So, birth card, 9 of diamonds. Okay. You're talking, whoa, okay. What's up with your money, Ziomaro? No, I ain't going to play it like that. Let's go to it. I ain't going to play it like that. So, you got the 9 of diamonds. Universal values, completion of a money deal. Sale of property. Dysfunctional is financial loss and property loss. So this is your sun card. This is your birth card. Maybe you inherited something, or it may not be bad. Maybe people look to you because you may have some values that people really appreciate, or people. That's just what you are. You're someone who understands things from a particular level to where you can. Well, let me stop. Let's dig deeper, just like that. So you're what, 9 of diamonds. So where is that at? We can dig deeper a little bit, see what energies surrounding that. Okay, completion of a money deal. All right, 3 of clubs. That's some mental stuff. Mental creativity and communication, writing, or mental uncertainty. Do you write? Do you more? And I don't mean do you write, regular stuff. Like, do you actually do any poetry? You have any books, or you rap, make music, or do you want to do that, but maybe you just have certain blockages, or maybe you feel self-conscious about your work, or maybe you feel like people won't, deal with it, or won't want to see it. So you have 7 of spades. Let's see what 7 of spades is talking about. That's
what I was going to say, because that's what I'm liking about these cards so far, is it's like, well, yeah, we all have hesitancy to put out our creative work, but it's like I'm seeing with Cartomancy, it's like, okay, now we can see why. It's not as easy as being like, well, don't worry about what other people think. Everyone has a specific reason linked to a specific circumstance as to why they're hesitant to put their creative works out there. You know what I mean? It's meaningful to break that down for people. So I'm curious to see where this one goes with her. Let's see. We're in your soul right now.
Yes. And thank you for allowing us to deepen, to look inside everyone else's cards.
The drug dealer? Dang, homies, we're going to have to link up. Yeah. Who's that?
So 7, yeah, it's a 7 of spades, so faith and labor. So here's the thing, right? You having faith in the work that you do is going to give energy back.
Magic, occult practice. Nice. That was her card?
Back to that. Eight of Diamonds. No, that was a card that supported it. So eight is no, the nine of diamonds. Excuse me. I know it's nine of diamonds. Yeah, nine of diamonds. That, excuse me, go back here. That this card's gonna give some energy, right? Faith and labor into this nine, right? Because you digging down and trying to complete something, because nine is about completions, that might end up in the sale of property or completion of a money deal, or because of that spiritual spark, right? Magical occult practices that feed into universal values. You might be a calmer person, or you might be a person that's more loving and more tapped in, intuitive, because you're tapping into this right here. But if you got some health problems, you know what I'm saying, you maybe you were
dysfunctional drug dealer. That's funny.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you smoking too much weed, or you know, whatever into it. You know what I'm saying? And
only one bowl in the mornings. That's it, ZMR. No more. Just one.
And I'm not saying this is what it is, but it just kind of gives you, because maybe it's not you. Maybe someone who had an influence about drugs. Maybe they're in your life. Maybe it was a sibling or a parent alcoholic, or they was on crack or whatever. And not putting anything on you, but maybe that has an effect on you. So that's why you tap into your magical occult powers. Maybe that's why you're a writer and you have so much energy or passion or trauma, because it'd be a lot of those things for you to write, but because you don't have faith in, that type of labor, it can end up in you not completing that work you need for that money deal. And this is me just talking about the energies of the cards, but I don't know if that's hidden, and that's just your whatchamacallit. He said, indeed, well, almost spot on. I judge myself way too much when it comes to what I put out. Yes, sir. Yeah. So, I mean, and even when we're talking about, because Keith was trying to help me out, trying to figure out, okay, what can we do to help you get on the more positive aspects of these? Because if you know this is what's affecting it, right? For the excuse me, it was the nine of diamonds.
Yeah, we can get more specific. It's easy to say I judge myself way too much when it comes to what I put out, but it's like, specifically why? Like, right, some people are afraid of their family seeing certain things, like it's, I don't care what other people think about me, but I care about what my closest people think about me. And some people are like, oh, I know my closest people support me 110. It's being in front of strangers, it scares me, you know what I mean? So we all have these specific things that are making us fear putting shit out to the world. So it's like, let's dive in, baby.
Yeah, this is an awesome tool. I think that people should use for sure. Like I said, you don't have to be the cartomancy expert, because I'm not. I don't want people to think that I be doing readings and stuff. I really don't, but I know enough of it to be like, okay, let's just look at it and see what it says. I just
oh, my bad. Go ahead.
And then, like I said, we have the website, so you can literally plug in your birthday, look up the card, and you're good. And then if you want to get deeper, I believe if you look up Cardology or Cartomancy spread, it should pull up the spread you need, because all the spreads are the same. It's about how you calculate it for you to get the date, the weeks, or the different cycles, excuse me. But as far as the spreads, they're all the same, because it's all based upon the universal grid. So when you're always going to start off here. It may not look like this plate, but you're starting off here. It's always going to be the jack, the spades, or the word line, the spades on top, but it's gonna start with hearts and go all the way down. If you see a spread like that, you're in the right place. If you don't see it, then you're doing something else, unless you're on that certain plate. And then this is the earth playing plate. So the 10 of clubs, 8 of diamonds, king of spades, you'll see the spread going on like that. That's the birth plate. Everyone, when you're born, you find your number on the plate. These other plates is the years, the days, the months, all that stuff. So when you start calculating what that stuff is, you can get a more accurate detail of what's going on in life. And just to make a small example.
Hey, you know what's crazy? The average watch time of this chat right now is 4:32, 4 minutes and 32 seconds. Hey. And the stream's current bit rate is 432 kilobytes per second.
We on the right frequency.
Damn.
That's all I can say.
What up?
We on
That's
the
dope.
right frequency. We're on the right frequency. So
We are on the right frequency.
Let's see. I'm just kind of scrolling through this a little bit because there's a way.
Hey, don't worry, Ziomar. We got all the support you can shake a stick at.
Let's see. I think it's at the bottom actually. Go to the bottom of this. Yeah, so he has directions, like the author of this book has directions to where you can find, different cycles. So let's see. You have a cycle like this, the 13-day cycle. You have a lunar mantle progression. So that's basically just your ages. So for every age that you go through, there's a plate that's associated with it. So I'm age 29. So for me, I might have to go to plate 17 and go to plate 17 to figure out, okay, how's this year going to go? My 29th year, how is that going to go based upon energy? As a matter of fact, let's look that up. And that's how easy it is. The yearly plates are pretty easy to find. It's when you want to get down to the 52-day cycles, the 13-day cycles, they get a little bit complex, but it's very doable for people to figure out. So it was plate 17. And I just turned 29, so we're gonna see what's in store for me pretty much. So 10 of clubs. So here's another way how you can make an interpretation as well. You have this right here, which is Mars, and you have this right here, which is Mercury. So those two energies are also as well. So I'm going to be taking action using my mentality because I'm dealing with Mercury, I'm dealing with Mars. So I'm going to be taking action using my mind and communication. So the eight of diamonds, I already know what that is. We can look it up, but that's one of my cards anyway. Eight of diamonds. The fame card, the money values, power and finance values are abuse of economic authority, rigidity in finance, over concern with finance possession. So I know that I got to make some money, but I know I can make some money by, me being myself, being in public and teaching and things like that. But if I'm not careful of how I spend my money and what I'm doing with it, I can mess up. Abuse of my economic authority, which means just abusing, if you have a credit card, you have economic authority, and then you max out your credit card, that's an abuse of economic authority, just like that. Rigidity in finance, not being diverse with your money, I know a lot of people dealing with cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and stuff like that, so that's something I might want to look into so I can spread my money around. What else was there?
Reddit.
It was Queen of Clubs, all right? Queen of Clubs, some more energy coming my way. I think it's this one. The mother of intuition, service through knowledge or speech, dysfunctional gossiper, talking behind someone's back, speaking without facts. So speaking without facts, that's something that will actually trigger me for me to actually, not do what I need to do. But I need to work more on being in service with people, working with my intuitive energy, because I know that's going to help me get the finances in order, because that's what I need to be doing this year. So I already know that's going to be easy for my whole 29th year. So how old are you, Keith?
33.
All right. Oh, you master number. All right.
Dude, I'm on my Jesus year right now, dude.
Yeah.
Going in, I'm telling you.
For real. All right, 33. So you're plate 69. So let's check out 69.
Hey, what up?
69. Boom. And you were, what was your card again? Your birth card? You was 8 of diamonds?
No. 8 of diamonds or 9 of diamonds?
I think it was 8 of diamonds. Do you still have your
I might have it pulled up.
The thing?
Balls. No, I don't have it pulled up anymore. Where are we at?
When was your birthday again?
April 13th, 1988. It's a banger right here.
Yeah, it was 8 of diamonds. Okay. So you have 8 of diamonds. So it's on, this is Saturn, I believe. Yeah, this is Saturn. So you're thinking about organization, structure, putting things together. and then Mercury. So you also will be thinking it's going to be something mental, it's going to be something that's going to be dealing with your mind. So we know what 8 of diamonds is. We were just dealing with that number. Let's go back to it. 8 of diamonds are the fame card through money values, power and financial values, or misusing it, abuse of economic authority, over concern with finance and possession. So that's just something that might be the theme of the year, right? So let's give energy to that. That's 6 of spades. Let's see. 6 of spades, the karma card, justice and responsibility and work and health, destiny fulfilled, or dysfunctional, we live karmic faith for things done in the past, fate versus destiny. So this might be something like you were just saying. It was interesting you just said it when you're saying that everything that you've learned thus far, you're putting all of it into action.
Oh yeah, that's what it feels like, dude. That's what it's been done feeling like that,
man. And then we have the Ace of Hearts. All right, go back up here. Let's give him some energy to that as well. The desire for love, the search of self, or selfish love. So I know you just in your quest for knowledge, not your quest for knowledge, just just being inquisitive and just doing things based upon your own heart. That is in a way the search for self, and then in that finding, you're gonna actually be better off in getting yourself together, 8 of diamonds, that stability, so you can get this with that 6 of spades. Let's go back up here, so we can get that responsibility and work and health, because I know you saying that was a big thing too.
I mean, I'm on a fast as we speak, trying to get my health in order.
It all lines up as far as
it does, dude.
Your health and your spirituality, all that stuff aligns up. But even with you, dealing with your family, because I admire you. I haven't told you this. I admire you for being able to grow some food so you can feed your family. That's some dope shit. For real. No matter how much you grow, because I remember a dude I met in Virginia. He said, if you can grow food for your own family, you win it, man, because you ain't ever gotta go to the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's hard times, we got some tomatoes out there. You know what I'm saying?
I know. I love it, man. I made dinner last night, and I cooked the potatoes, and my son was just loving it, dude, just eating them up. And we made cornbread from the corn that I grew, and he fucking loved the cornbread. And it's just like, oh yeah, it's such a good feeling, dude. It's so dope. It's so cool. It's so cool.
That's awesome. So yeah, that's this in a nutshell. But even these cards in the bottom will give you more detail about what's going on with this information. But I'm not gonna get with that, because to be honest with you, I gotta get back on my study on that so I can get you these details for these cards. But even just reading just what's on the face of cards tells you a lot. So when you get deeper into it, you're like, oh damn, this is you can kind of figure out what is this energy, what is this working around, who's coming my way.
Dude, I like these. It's more, I like how mathematical it is. It's almost like a video game. It's like, all right, you unlock this. Okay, now you got to go to that. You unlock that. Okay, now you got to go to that. And it's like cut and dry, simple, I'm enjoying the Cartomancy so far a lot.
It's pretty cool. This is something that is dope. That's all I can say. It's really awesome that someone not created this, but that we have the awareness to observe this and put it into a format to where people can use it. Like, I always think about who was the first motherfucker was like, let me write this down, because I'm charting all this out. And it's just amazing how it comes to, it's still in our lives in 2021, so to speak, or so-called 2021, when this information was out for thousands of hundreds of thousands of years, and it's still here, and it's still usable, and it's still accurate.
All right, dude, give us some fucking closing statements.
All right, so once again, my YouTube channel is Spiritual Initiate. If you type it in and just scroll down a little bit, you should see it. It's gonna have this symbol right here, just a purple Spiritual Initiate in there. Also follow me on Instagram, Spiritual_Initiate. You have to spell out the whole thing, because I'm shadow banned, right? You have to spell out the whole thing, because sometimes I speak about, some of the stuff that's going on with, the medical stuff. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And like he was saying, and like I said, I'm not even really saying nothing. I'm just sharing stuff, and I'm getting, band hammered. But it's okay. I don't plan on doing no crazy live stream talking about all the stuff I learned about it, because it's all out there. But
See,
regardless,
that's what I was talking about earlier when I said pearls before swine. That was what I was talking about, because in the Kabbalion it talks about how the Hermeticists were never martyrs, and it was fun. It was like a sideways slap, like a sideways diss. They were like, you don't see us out there getting burned at the stake. Fuck that. Like, we're not trying to die for no one. Like, it's ain't a religion, dude. It's a philosophy. Like, we'll disguise it all we need to continue the cause, to continue the torch for the next generation. And so that's what I've been kind of thinking about that lately. Like, maybe I won't post truth and knowledge. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll just have to kind of go underground like our predecessors before us, to make sure that the information gets passed on to the next gen, even if that means we sort of lose out there a little bit. It's like lose the battle but win the war, basically.
Exactly.
With withholding the knowledge.
Because it's a lot of shifting going on right now. So we do need people that's going to be able to pass on this information, because when for some reason if technology wipes out and we can't access, some of these things, and we only have it in book form, we got to be able to format our stuff, because these books you can get hard copies. I don't have a hard copy, but I need to get some so I can be able to be like, I got the book, or you can at least print the shit out if you buy it for PDF.
Even when books go, dude, like that's probably why they built the pyramids. Like, books are gonna disintegrate. You can check out this pyramid, though. You can learn a million things from this pyramid if you really look closely.
Exactly. But
can I type your IG in there proper?
Oh yeah, I got you. Let me type it in there.
Just spiritual_initiate.
Yes, sir. I'll type it in right now.
Cool. I should be in there. Damn, everyone, thanks for tuning in. It looks like some of you guys just tuned in. You missed it. You didn't miss it in time for me to give my oregano promo. Ty, Torn Floyd, you guys all know I'm growing the dankest trees out here, homegrown, sun-growns. Hit up your boy. I'm sending out packs nationwide of the oregano. So hit me up, support the cause. It's funny. Some people support me via buying from the Etsy shop, and then some people hit me up in the DMs with the tree. It's fucking awesome. But thanks for the super chats, you guys. Thanks for the Patreon. Patreon guys have been supporting heavy. Thank you so much. Did you have anything else to say or to drop?
I think I did. Oh yeah. So hit me up on Instagram if you want the spiritual shirt.
Oh, the hoodies are dope as fuck too, dude. Yeah.
If you want a hoodie, let me know so we can get that order.
I actually like it with the initiate underneath it too.
Yeah, that was a special creation I had to make for myself. But
the spiritual is dope too, but it's almost like something you could pick up anywhere. It's just a word, but the initiate underneath is like, all right, that's dope too. Though I should rock mine. I should have rocked mine tonight, actually.
So I think I know one. Hold on. I think it's the one you got. But it's not just spiritual shirts. Like, I can make custom shirts for you as well. So if you want your own, whatever on there.
Okay, yeah.
Letters. I can slap man letters on there as well. It's not just sweaters and shirts and shorts and all different kind of clothing. As long as I can press it on.
I'm gonna take you up on that wholeheartedly. A soft yes to that, and then we'll have to reconvene, because I would like at least 3 to 5 hoodies, dope ass man letters hoodies, and see how they work. Yeah, that's dope. Nice.
So yeah, I appreciate y'all. Thanks a lot, Keith, for having me on here. Thanks for everyone in the chat
absolutely.
For participating, sharing you guys' birthdays so we can peek into your life a little bit. And I hope everyone well on their journey. It's all love here.
Thanks, everybody. Oh, Monday nights, it's our new thing, by the way. Every Monday night at 6, we're going to go live. If we can get a guest speaker, we will. If not, we're just going to run it just so we can beat the YouTube algorithm, because a lot of you guys aren't getting the notifications for the live, which is bumming me out. So we'll go live throughout the week for sure, sporadically as we've done, but count on Mondays at 6. And all right, man, I'll hit you up after this. I'll shoot you a text or something.
All right, man.